Pro tips from Barry's Auto Body. Staten Island's only eco-friendly, full-service auto body and mechanical repair facility. We accept all insurance companies. This video is about graffiti removal. Now, basically what we're going to do today on this Cadillac Escalade that you see in front of you, we're actually going to show you how to remove graffiti. We're going to put the graffiti on the car. There's me. And just so you know, this is not a customer's car. This is my own personal car. We wouldn't put graffiti on a customer's car. This is just for the video. And we're going to normal, everyday spray cans. There's nothing special about the spray cans that I use. It's the same spray paint that somebody would use if they decided to spray paint your car, or if you drove through any overpass where they were doing paint around there. Basically, if there was paint being done around your car and it blew onto your car for any vandalisms or really any kind of paint that got on your car, this would be fine to remove. I'll draw a couple smiley faces in there for you. And we're going to do it also on the window, just so you could see, getting it off the window is a little bit different than getting it off the paint. A little high there. And we'll draw another little smiley face right here. All right, now we're going to let the paint sit for a little bit. This video is time lapse, just so that we don't have to sit there and keep the video going the whole time that the paint dries. You see, it's just normal spray paint. I'm wiping my hand across it right now, just so that you can see it is fully dry. So this paint along the side is fully cured all the way. Pre-Cleano is the chemical that we're actually going to use to take this off. It's a Pre-Cleano by RM. RM is the manufacturer that makes it, which is RM is actually made by BASF Refinishing Company. It's the company that we use for really all our paint needs. So he has two rags, a VOD when he's taking this off. He actually has two rags. One of them, that first one that you see right now, the black one, has the Pre-Cleano on it. And what that does, that's basically, it's kind of like a paint thinner, but it's paint thinner would be a little bit strong to use on the car. The Pre-Cleano is almost like a watered down paint thinner, but it's to remove any kind of, it's a wax and grease remover, and any kind of chemicals that go on the car will remove it. Soap and water is more for like dirt and things like that, for natural things that go on the car. But any kind of chemicals or anything that goes on the car, you really want to use some kind of, wax and grease or chemical remover. Paint thinner would be one, but we don't recommend using that, because paint thinner, you really have to know what you're doing in order to use it. So I would stay away from that. And you see how one of the rags is actually the second rag that he wipes off the residue with, the green rag, just has a little bit of water on it. And basically all that rag is doing is just wiping off the paint residue, and it's also wiping off the Pre-Cleano that's actually on the car, just so that it's not staying there too long. Pre-Cleano would be able to stay on the car for a little while, because it's, it's not that strong where it's really going to harm the paint. With a paint thinner, you'd really have to wipe it off right away, because that could eat through the paint, or any kind of paint reducer. Those would eat right through the paint, so you have to basically have a second rag right next to it with water to take it off. This is a fast wax. It's actually made by Presta. Presta products are almost all the detailing products that we do use here are Presta products. Any kind of waxes, soaps, or anything like that, because Presta is, it's most of their products, the ones we use anyway, are all their new products, are all water-based products. So they're environmentally friendly. It's not like the old oil-based products that used to be used. All right, now when he put the wax on, you see how he did it in circular motions, and they were overlapping circular motions. This way you don't see any lines, any streaks, anything. Now what he's using is a brand new, I'll repeat, brand new microfiber cloth rig. It's a high quality microfiber cloth rig. There are different grades, but on a black car you would want to use one of the better ones. You really should use the better one on any car, but especially on a black car, because you'll notice if you use a cheap microfiber, you'll notice it doesn't get all the streaks and everything out correctly. And also trying to use, if you have a microfiber, I mean, you can wash those, you can clean them out, but you got to make sure, I mean, once it starts getting a little bit of use, you have to throw it out, especially on a darker color car. But you see that door the way it looks now, and you're just going to put another coat of wax on it. And again, he's going in circular motions, he's overlapping each circle. That's actually a wax pad. I believe that wax pad's actually made by Maguire, but any wax pad will do. You see he's coming again, and you see how he just folded the microfiber? The part that he was just using, Avad doesn't want to use that same part again because it's really just a little bit of common sense. You don't want to put dirty wax onto the new wax that you're taking off. He's taking nice long strokes on there. You don't want to do short little strokes. You kind of want to as little strokes as possible, nice long strokes. You don't really see any lines or anything. It just comes off evenly. Now on the window, it's going to be 2 steps on the window. Actually 3 steps. First step right now that you're seeing is the razor blade, brand new razor blade. One thing we definitely don't recommend, you don't want to reuse the razor blade. That's how you end up scratching the glass. Razor blades are pretty cheap, so it's better off to use a new one. This way you don't end up scratching the glass while you're doing it. And basically he's getting all the paint off of the window. It's not going to take everything off, and that's where the second step is going to come in. What we would use here, we use steel wool, which is basically the same thing as Brillo. You got to be careful. Any moldings, you see how there's rubber moldings around the glass. You don't want to, obviously you don't want to cut them with the razor blade, so you stay away from there. And also even with the steel wool, you want to be careful around those moldings. And you don't want to go too close to those with the steel wool because it's possible that you could damage those moldings. There's rubber at each one of the moldings around the window. The bottom molding, the top molding, and both side moldings. There is rubber there that you don't want to hit with the steel wool. And you don't want to hit with the razor blade either. So now this is the second step. He's taking the steel wool or Brillo, and he's going over the window. This is just to take off whatever little odds and ends that weren't taken off by the razor blade. It's kind of just getting all the overspray and everything off. Now he's just going to use, the glass cleaner that we have, this is just a regular glass cleaner. Zepp makes an excellent glass cleaner. There's many on the market, though. You just want to find one that doesn't leave streaks. The one that we use is actually by Carbright. But glass cleaner, there's many that could be used. It's not that important which one, as long as it's a good one that's not going to leave streaks. Mothers, Maguires, any of those, they always make good products. You see he's going to the second panel. And again, he's using the same process that we used before. So we're going to kind of go through this. We'll start fast forwarding the tape. But you see how the one thing that he's doing, he's using the Pre-Cleano, the wax and grease remover, which is, kind of a little bit less, basically, in terms of strength, you have paint thinner, which is the strongest. Then it goes down to a reducer, and then it would go down to what he's using right now, a Pre-Cleano, or other people would call it prep soil. And again, he's doing the same treatment on the windows, just going over it, double checking everything with the Brillo, just taking off the little odds and ends. And you see Avad is going to the third little smiley face and getting rid of that one also. And again, just to mention this out, this is not a customer's car. This is my own personal car. Just so you know that this is not This is only for the video. And obviously, the paint does come off if I was able, if I was trusting my own personal car to use in the video. I know that the paint does come off when it's sprayed on. The spray paint is not the end of the world. It's just a pain in the neck to clean off, depending on how it was done. You see, I was going over it again with the microfiber, and once again, he's not using the same side of the microfiber that he was cleaning it. You don't want to put dirty wax or dirty materials back onto the car. Well, the rags that he's using for the glass cleaner is, you throw the old ones out. He's using new towel. And there is the finished product. See the side of the car, it looks like it's gleaming. And that's from Presta Products. And this is Barry's Auto Body. You can check us out online, barrysautobody.com. We're at 4301 Amboy Road, Staten Island, New York, 10312. We do collision, mechanical, detailing. We care about you, and we're Staten Island's only eco-friendly full-service auto body mechanical repair facility. We accept all insurance companies. You can bring your car down to get it detailed, and this video is for instructional purposes only. We take no liability towards any damage that anybody trying to use this video to do their own car would do. This is just for us to show what we do with Barry's Auto Body. This is not an instructional video or a how-to video. This is simply just showing what we do here. We take no liability at all. Thank you.